first met Father Pevec when I started at Borromeo Seminary High School as a sophomore in 1963. A few years later, when I was a freshman at Borromeo College, I asked Father Pevec if he would be my spiritual director. He told me that he was willing to try if I was willing to let him. Not long after his becoming bishop, I was honored to plan a trip with him and some of his family members and friends to visit Italy and Rome in particular. When in Rome, we had tickets for the papal audience with Pope John Paul II. But the day before the audience, he mentioned that he thought he would just wear his black suit to the audience, figuring that there would not be a need for the more cumbersome cassock which he had brought along with him. I felt duty-bound at that time to stop him and point out, Ed, wearing a bishop's cassock and insignia in Rome is like wearing a passport. Please, wear it. See what happens. So he did. And sure enough, we all went over to St. Peter's the next morning for the audience, and our group worked our way to the seats that we had assigned, while Bishop Pevec, with the same ticket that we had, was recognized by the guards who split them off from our group and escorted him to the platform where the Pope would be seated. And he was given the seat right next to the Pope. And there are pictures to prove that. But Bishop Pevec never took himself too seriously. I'll just wear the black suit. Bishop Pevec, of course, loved his Slovenian heritage and was absolutely delighted when he was named pastor of St. Vitus Parish, where he grew up and where he was steeped in the Slovenian heritage and culture that came to mean so much to him. I remember when he was installed as pastor at St. Vitus, he spoke a few words in Slovenian with a disclaimer that only God could understand a Slovenian. Ordained to be a parish priest, Father Pevec served both at St. Mary Illyria and St. Lawrence in Cleveland before being called to do priestly formation work at the newly established Borromeo Seminary in Wycliffe in 1953. And except for the 4 years from 75 to 79 that he served as pastor at his home parish of St. Vitus, he resided at Borromeo for a total of 56 years, serving in various capacities until his death this past Sunday. He always tried to be that listening servant, seeking to do God's will. Bishop Pevec's motto, "I come to do your will," was not only something to decorate his coat of arms, but it was his rule of life. I think it is safe to say that when Bishop Edward Pevec closed his eyes to this life last Sunday, he opened his eyes to the next life, hearing the words, "Well done, my good and faithful servant. Enter into the joy of your Lord." Amen.
Today it's with sadness, but also with confidence that as he responded well to God, we entrust him back, as Father Ralph said, a gift that had been given, a gift that was lived, and a gift that we now return to God with gratitude in our hearts.